Hey everybody, boxing world. It's usually a mess and it's usually chaotic. It was slow for a little bit, but guess what? It's picking up now. Hey everybody, this is Polo J within the Red Corner Boxing with another edition of Let's Talk Boxing. I sound a little mellow and monotone. That's because I'm relaxed. I'm not stressing. Nothing is getting me down. I'm actually really clear-minded. I say all that to say, when you're a champion, everybody's always going to have something to say. It's always going to be somebody that's like, I did this, I did that. This ain't this ain't that. You know what I'm saying. Josh Taylor. Josh. Why are you running your mouth about stuff that goes on in sparring? One thing's for certain and two things for sure. In the boxing world, even in the MMA world, you don't run your mouth about anything that goes on in sparring. For those of you who don't know, Josh Taylor claims he dropped Yordenis Ugas in sparring. And Ugas is furious about it. Ugas is mad about this. He's livid about this. Because, like I said, one, you never, under any circumstance, let anything out that happens in sparring. Whatever happens in the gym stays in the gym. Why, Josh Taylor? Why are you doing that? I know why he's doing that. The same reason that, the reason why Josh Taylor is doing that is the same reason why Sean Porter, Earl Spence, Bud Crawford, all these people are doing this and talking about Ugas is because they see him as prey. They see him as an easy target. Somebody that's food out here, to say the least. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. That's all I got to say for Ugas. So he needs to be prepared. Don't take this stuff too personally. These dudes is trying to get paid. They're going to do whatever they have to try to get paid. And that's one of those things. So Josh Taylor needs to cool it. Because in his last fight, yes, he stood in there and brawled. He didn't look the best, honestly. He really didn't. So to try to pick a fight with Yordenis, you never give a man a reason to want to beat you. And I think he's doing that. I think out of everybody that he could fight, I think he's going to take this fight. Now, it can either be a sucker move to where Josh Taylor knows something that we don't. He knows how to beat him, or he done figured out how to beat him. But if that's the case, hey, I'm all for it. It could be a good fight. It could be a phenomenal fight. Would I pay for it? No. Would I watch it? Yes. Because I don't even think that makes a pay-per-view. That's not a pay-per-view fight. As we can see from the numbers from the last time Ugas was on pay-per-view. Now, Josh Taylor, his last fight was on ESPN, I believe. And I'm not going to say that the ratings were down, and I'm not going to say that they were up. I really don't know, but whatever. Moving on. Caleb Plant. This man then put it out there that he could beat Canelo twice, Benavidez, and Jamal Charlo. Okay, I love Caleb. I do. I see him beating Canelo once, probably not twice. Benavidez, that's a toss-up. So is the Charlo fight. It's a toss-up. Those are 50-50 fights to me. The only one who would have a definitive answer would be the Canelo fight. Like, I think that he's going to win against Canelo. But in a rematch, I'm sorry, but I think he would lose the rematch. That's just the way it is. That's the way boxing works, usually. But it's going to be amazing because all this stuff is coming up really soon. It's September 1st? October kicks off everything. Fight season is going to be back. October, what's going on in October? You got Shakur fighting, you got the heavyweights fight. It's a bunch of fights going on in October. From October till January 1st, it's a bunch of fights. But the one I'm interested in the most is this one. It is the Caleb Plant versus Canelo Alvarez. Because if Caleb Plant is the guy not the first guy, but the second guy to put him down was good. If he's the second guy to ever put that man down in history, we're going to have to rewrite the history books. We're going to have to start talking differently about Canelo. And we're going to have to start talking more about Caleb. Why is he so underappreciated? Why is his career so undervalued? Why? And nobody's going to have the answer for it. They're just going to write it off as one of those one-off occasions to where, oh, lightning can never strike twice, and this and that, yada, yada, yada. But whatever. What else is going on? Chris Arreola is the front runner to fight Dillian White. This ain't it. This ain't it at all. No. Chris Arreola, what's going to happen?
I know nothing about numbers. I just know what I can do. How about killing this mother?
Okay.
Chris Arreola is going to put hands on Dillian White. I'm sorry. He's going to put hands on him. I'll watch it. Yes, I'll watch it. But is it something that I can see? Oh my God. This ain't the right competition for you, Dillian. This dude hit hard. He hits really hard. You're not Deontay. You are not Deontay. So I don't expect you to get in there and try to have the same goddamn performance or even close to it. You try to box him, he hits hard while he's boxing. He hits hard while he's boxing. Everybody who has beaten him, look at them after the fight. Like, seriously, he hits hard. He knocked Andy down. Truth be told, he knocked him down more than once. Whew. Ooh, excuse me. But yeah, Dillian White. It's a decent fight. It's a decent fight. That's about it. It's going to be a Fox fight probably, or ESPN at night fight. But far as doing anything for him, this ain't the way to go. He has a better. He needs to fight somebody else. Matter of fact, beautiful idea. Why wouldn't Dillian White fight King Kong Ortiz? I know he hits hard too, but Chris Ariola's name doesn't hold the same amount of weight that a King Kong Ortiz's name holds. What's good, E-Double? King Kong Ortiz holds more, that name holds more weight than a Chris Arreola. So why would you even put yourself through that to fight Chris when King Kong is available? I don't know. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I'm blind. Maybe there's something that I'm not seeing. Maybe there's, all kinds of different little things that work. But I don't get it. I don't understand it. Maybe somebody can help me understand. There's a lot of viable heavyweights out there. Matter of fact, he could fight Joe Joyce. He could fight Joe Joyce. Right, and Dillian does nothing for King Kong. Well, that's true. He does nothing for King Kong, but it does something for Dillian. See, King Kong just needs a fight. He needs a tune-up fight. He needs to get some more fights in him before his time is up. And what better way to do that, and what better opponent to have than a Dillian White? That's what I'm saying. But Chris Arreola, no. If you're trying to get back into the title picture, you don't fight Chris Arreola. You want to just have a fight just for the sake of fighting, then you fight Chris Arreola. It just doesn't make sense. And I can't make it make sense. But that's okay. Oh, Chris Eubank Jr. Hopefully, he's getting in the ring with Triple G. Triple G has shown interest in fighting him. Now, if he's showing interest, does that mean that he will? Nah. Triple G is kind of finicky like that. He'll say, "Oh, I'm interested in the fight," and the fight will never happen. The wait is over. The time is now. You gonna be on your John Cena stuff? Triple G and Chris Eubank Jr. That y'all gonna have to forgive me. I don't see this being a close fight either. I think Triple G gonna execute this dude. That's probably why he hasn't done it, because he doesn't see anything in him that he could gain. This is gonna be an execution. But when was the last time Triple G fought? When was the last time he fought? Was it back in November of last year? Ain't Triple G a belt holder? How is he able to go this whole year? How is he able to basically go a whole year without fighting anybody? And he's not injured or anything like that. How is that possible? Huh. That's interesting. But yeah, this is gonna be a massacre. I don't see Chris winning any round. People may say that I'm wrong, but who cares? I'm usually always wrong. But even when I'm wrong, I'm right. He fought like a month ago on on the zone like a month ago. He fought on the zone. Who? Are you sure it wasn't a rerun? I don't. Ooh. Somebody gonna have to educate me on that one. Another thing, and I'm gonna keep bringing this, and I'm gonna keep putting this in people's head until the fight happens. Why are people overlooking Usyk? People need to stop overlooking this man. They need to stop it before they get Anthony Joshua hurt. I repeat, stop looking over this man before you get Anthony Joshua hurt. See, over here, we got a problem. Yes, we support our American fighters. We do. But it's another thing for our community. We all black fighters, they can do no wrong. And I think this is the case. Our community wants Anthony Joshua to win mainly because he's black. It has nothing to do with boxing. And that's a dangerous mindset. That's something that could get him hurt. Like really, really bad. Oh, I'm done with that now. I'm officially done with it. Like I'm done with Wilder and Fury. I'm done. Let it just take place. Let it just let it be there. Because people are going to see. Now the big news. Oscar Valdez is going to be allowed to fight even though he popped dirty. Make that make sense. And this fool claims that he got it from T. Yeah, it was in December. It's almost been a year. But he popped dirty. Oscar Valdez popped dirty. And he's still going to get to fight. How? What little... Okay, let me preface my words by saying this is not a shot at anyone. This is not a condemnation of anyone. But what kind of trickery is going on to where this man can still fight even if he pops dirty? Is it the camp that he's with? Question. Is it the people he knows? Question. What is it? What is it? What is it about Oscar Valdez that's going to allow him to still fight even though he popped dirty? Because people have been popping dirty for the past several years. They've been getting suspended, everything else, for less than what he had. Let me look it up for you. Give me just a second. Phentermine. And it's banned by VADA. Phentermine. It helps with blood flow, increases blood flow and all that stuff. So it's a training enhancer, in my opinion. If you can get more oxygen in your blood, which means the fatigue is a lot less, you can train a lot longer. I've seen people suspended for phentermine. People have been suspended from the Olympics for phentermine. So what's so different about him compared to everybody else? I don't know. And I would like to know. Somebody needs to tell me because it's right. Build stamina. It's getting to where some things are starting to seem like there's some favoritism involved, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But whatever. I'm just one man. Ain't like I can do anything about it. Now, boxing out the way. Let's talk. What else should I talk about? Honestly, I'm thinking about talking some NFL. Let's talk some NFL. Let's talk some good old-fashioned NFL. Let's talk some football. For those of you who don't know, like I predicted, what happened, Cam Newton got released by the New England Patriots. He did. Why did he get released? Because he was performing evenly with a rookie. The rookie caught on to the playbook a lot sooner than Cam did. And not to mention, they're going to tell you that it's not this, but here's the dirty little secret. This is just my opinion. This is not fact, so do not take this as fact. I think one of the main reasons why he was cut was because of the jab. He didn't get the jab. So he got cut. And here's the thing, something else. The Cowboys were interested in him. They're retracting and saying that they're not interested in him now and all that stuff. But I believe they were interested in him just in case Dak Prescott can't go. But once they messed it up, the jab. This might be the new world that we're living in. That you can have a job, but it's under the stipulation that you have to have the jab, no matter the field. And that's some tough stuff. That's some sad stuff. But it's okay. Cam will probably bounce back. He'll get on his feet. I'm pretty sure he will find someplace to land. He'll be at another spot by, I want to say probably by week 6, week 8, when, Lord forbid, an injury happens. Somebody's going to be in desperate need of a quarterback, and then they're not going to feel comfortable with their backup and all that different type of jazz. It's going to happen for him. Honestly, I pray that it happens for him because he's a good dude. He really is a good dude. It's just he wasn't cut for New England. And trying to live in that shadow, trying to fill those shoes, trying to fit his palms around that ball, it was never going to work. Never. He had a better chance of going to Washington. Honestly, I don't know why. Allegedly, he's going to end up. That just depends. That all depends on what they are looking for and what their requirements are. Because I've been hearing when it comes to football, like a lot of teams are not going to be signing free agents if they don't have it. So you can have a job, you can get on the team, but here's the stipulation. Which I think that's wrong. But they have the right to do it. Whatever. But like I said, all well wishes to Cam in his future endeavors. He probably will end up on it would kind of be ironic and poetic justice if he does end up on the New Orleans Saints. It kind of would be poetic. They spent all their time beating up on him, and now he plays for them. Poetic justice at its finest. Now, let's get to these early MVP odds. You know who's actually the front runner for MVP this year? My guy, Mr. Patrick Mahomes. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, indeed. It's Mr. Patrick Mahomes. He's the front runner for MVP. But here's the killing thing. A close second behind Patrick is Aaron Rodgers. And I'm thinking, I can see that. I can see that. I can see Aaron Rodgers being a runner-up in the MVP voting because in everything, you're only as good as your updated resume. You're only as good as the things you've just recently done. And I think he's about to update his resume this season. I can actually see him winning the MVP and leaving Green Bay. Where do I see him going if he leaves Green Bay? People are throwing out the Denver, and he would just fit in Denver. The thing about that is, I don't know if he likes John Elway. A lot of people actually don't like John Elway. The place I could see him going and instantly, he's always a runner-up, but I can see him actually winning it this year. Winning it, he's going to win the MVP again just to spite Green Bay. Just to spite them. That's what I think is going to happen. And I see that a team that he would go to and automatically make them a Super Bowl contender would be the Miami Dolphins. Because let's be honest, Miami has a defense. They're just a quarterback away. Like, people believe in Tua. They talk about Tua saying that, he's a good young man and he deserves a shot and this and that. But if you're getting replaced by Ryan Fitzpatrick in the middle of the season, what does that say about you? Honestly, what does that say about you? Now, I didn't believe in Tua. I never did. I never have believed in Tua Tagovailoa. I've never believed in him because it's easier for a quarterback to look good in a system. He's a system quarterback. Like, the reason why Mac Jones is succeeding is because he comes from the same system that Tua does. Nick Saban runs his program like Bill Belichick runs New England. That's why the players are so successful there. If anything, I don't know why Bill Belichick doesn't draft more Alabama players, because they would just be a cog in his machine. It would be no night and day. It would just be straight moving forward. But back to the point. Aaron Rodgers to Miami would make it would be an interesting dynamic because he would have something there that he does not have or probably has really ever had in Green Bay. And that's free reign. Excuse my language, but they're going to kiss his ass down there. They're going to give him control of the offense. He's going to be able to call in who he wants as the offensive coordinator, who he wants as the quarterback coach. He's going to have personnel decisions. Wide receiver free agencies, all wide receivers is going to be in free agency. He's going to tell, hey, give me him. Give me him. I want him. Running backs in free agency. Hey, let me get him. Because they already have a solid offensive line. And being a Chiefs fan and in the AFC, I don't want that to happen. I want him to keep his butt in the NFC. I want every good quarterback to stay in the NFC and stay the heck out the AFC. But I got to deal in reality. And I think Aaron to Green Bay makes sense. Like, I think Cam to Denver makes sense. Because let's be honest, they can't get any worse at quarterback than what they already are. Can they? I mean, That's up for interpretation. What else is going on in the NFL? Oh, why Philadelphia fans, Philadelphia Eagle fans, if Jalen Hurts is really that dude, if he's really that good, why would they trade for Gardner Minshew? Like, seriously, why? Why would anybody want to sign Gardner Minshew if your quarterback is that good? That doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. I see the Eagles losing the division. I see the Eagles losing the division. And it's because of personnel and coaching. Don't y'all find it kind of ironic that with all the candidates out there that there was for head coach, the Eagles pick a no-name? Isn't that weird? Isn't that ironic? Isn't that just mind-boggling? Isn't that baffling? I know I'm going to ruffle some feathers with that because I know there's probably some Eagles fans. But we got to tell the truth. We got to tell the truth. Now, let's get into this. Who's going to be the biggest winners and biggest losers of this season? And I'm going to start with the NFC South. NFC South. Biggest loser? Forgive me, Rob. It's going to be the New Orleans Saints. Biggest winners? No surprise. It's going to be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's okay. They gave Brady free reign. Same thing that Miami would give Aaron Rodgers. So it's a given. NFC least. Does anybody really even care who wins this division? Does anybody really even care? Like, whoever wins is not going to win a playoff game. Seriously, like, they're not going to win a playoff game. The Cowboys going to win a playoff game? No. I think the only team who has a real shot at winning a playoff game is Washington, because they have a hellacious defense. I think Washington is the Jeez. All right. Forget them. NFC West. This is where it gets complicated. This is where it gets really complicated because all four teams, I can see them making the playoffs. I can see the Rams in the playoffs. I can see the Seahawks in the playoffs. I can see the Cardinals in the playoffs, and I can see the 49ers in the playoffs. The only thing that's going to derail one of those teams from making the playoffs is going to be quarterback play. Is the quarterback play going to be up to par to get these teams to the playoffs? Is Kyler Murray, I'm sorry if I'm saying his name wrong, is he ready to take that next step to ascend to get his team to the playoffs? And the same old argument. Does Russ have enough to cook? You can let Russ cook, but a chef can only do so much with a brick, some water, and some onions. Just being honest. San Francisco. Is Jimmy Garoppolo or Trey Lance going to be the quarterback? Who is going to be the most ready out of them two? Because Jimmy Garoppolo has had, 3 seasons or so in this offense and has not shown any real improvement. I'll leave that up to y'all. Then it's the 49ers. I'm sorry. Not the 49ers, but the Rams. The Rams. They got a new quarterback, Matt Stafford. He's damn good. I don't think he got enough credit while he was in Detroit for some of the things that he was doing. But it's hard to get credit in Detroit when you're not winning games. You still have Jalen Ramsey. You still have Aaron Donald. You still have that defense, all of that. You still have Cooper Kupp, wide receivers, everything. It's just, is Matt Stafford really that good? Or is it going to be a case of, is Sean McVay too damn smart for his own good? And I think it's the latter. But that's okay. That's okay. Moving to the AFC. AFC South. I've never understood how the Indianapolis Colts are in the AFC South. I've never understood that. It doesn't make any sense to me, but whatever. Indianapolis is going to, it's going to be a heartbreak. They're not going to lose the division, but it's going to be a heartbreak for them because Tennessee is going to take the division, and they're going to take the division off of the 2 games that they play each other. Jacksonville, they're not ready. They're not ready. Jacksonville is not even close to being ready. Houston is a goddamn dumpster fire right now. Like, they don't know if Deshaun Watson is coming or going. I pray for the brother with the situation that he's dealing with. You know how it is when you great and you don't toe company line. Hint, hint. Y'all know what the heck is going on. But I believe that Tennessee is going to take the division. AFC East. I want to say that New England wins the division. But this is a new look Jets. And Buffalo is really good. And Miami, they're right there. Anybody who does not win that division is going to be a heartbreak, except for the Jets because they're pretty much new. But out of the Bills, Patriots, and Dolphins, one of them not winning the division is going to hurt them. It's going to. And I believe whoever wins the division might be in the AFC Championship. I don't know. AFC North. Browns, Bengals, Ravens, Steelers. Steelers are always going to be in the picture. Ravens, them and their running back core, because he's not a quarterback. He's a running back. They're going to always make some noise. I think the dark horse for that division is the Bengals. I really think the Bengals are going to take another step this season and probably be a wild card team. I see Baker Mayfield reverting back to who he is, who he naturally is at heart, a game manager that can't get it done in the big moments. But I see Joe Burrow and Joe Mixon. I see them raising a lot of hell in that division. They have a defense. It's just, will the offensive line hold up? So I have I got Baltimore winning the division. I got Baltimore winning. Damn. But I got Cincinnati being a wild card. Now, mine's the AFC West. I could be objective. I'm not going to be biased or anything like that. I see us losing to the Chargers at least one time this season. Do I see us losing to Denver? Hell no. I will never see us losing to the Raiders. So I can't even say that. It's just the dang Chargers. It's just the dang Chargers. I don't know what it is about them. They just play us tough all the time. So, okay. Let's get into records. Green Bay wins their division 15 and 2. 15 and 2. Aaron Rodgers. What's going on, Bankwai? I have Green Bay winning the division 15 and 2. I have almost everybody in the NFC West going either 11 and 6 or 12 and 5 because they added another game this season. It's 17 games. Other than that, it really ain't no top 10s. I think that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they're going to win. I have them winning 15 games also. But whatever. Super Bowl pick, it's going to be a Ken Bob versus Crawford fight by 2022. It all depends. It really all depends on if Bud re-signs with Top Rank. If Bud re-signs with Top Rank, probably boxing needs a real big fight. Boxing does need a really big fight like that, and I think that Porter versus Bud is a good substitute. It's a good substitute, but it's not on the magnitude that a Spence versus Bud fight would be. But see, the thing is, Pacquiao's out the way now. So they have no excuse to fight each other. So what they're going to do is they're going to try to go around each other to fight Ugas. And whoever beats Ugas is going to have the majority of the power when it comes to negotiations in that fight. Which I think is dumb, but it's not for me to decide. I'm not in these boxers' minds or whatever. Let's see. But yeah, y'all. Ain't too much else going on. So this is Polo J within the red corner, signing out.